Welcome to Rugby.com.au, the season preview for the Brumbies. Stephen Hoiles, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And mate, let's go quickly into it. Ins and outs. What do you make of the Brumbies in 2016?
Well, Kubeli, the Argentinian halfback, he's the big in, and there's all talk that he's the best attacking halfback the Brumbies have had. That's what Stephen Larkham came out and said.
Massive call.
Yeah.
Certain George Gregan. What does he think?
I think he said attacking halfback. George's strengths were not only his attacking game, but his composure and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, certainly a slap in the face to Griggs from his old sparring partner, Bernie Larkham there. I mean, I'm really excited to see how he goes and fits into the side. His combination with Matt Tamua, who doesn't speak Spanish, how they communicate, that'll be interesting. So, and Alan Alatoa gets to start this week. A lot of raps on him with Scotty Seo going to the bench. We know we're going to see a lot of Scott Seo this year. Had a knee injury, elbow injury post-World Cup, but nice to see them being able to blood someone like Alan in a starting game.
Well, the first 5 for the Brumbies is the Hurricanes at home, Waratahs away, Force away, Stormers away, Cheetahs away. So that African trip is up early for them. What do you make of the draw?
I've always liked the African trip early. It gets players away, spend a bit of time together. If you come away with a win or 2 out of 3 games over there, and you've gone over there with a win or 2, then you can come home with a really good fixed home run, and I think that's going to be good for the Brums. They're in a really good position, the Brumbies. Everyone's saying it's their time to win, and I believe it is. They're the favourites for mine to win this competition.
Well, they've got the Hurricanes first up. They had them in the semi-final last year, lost to them as a team. Yeah, Alan Alatoa, as you said, in for Scott Seo. Otherwise, it's a back line of Kubeli, Liliafano, Joe Tamani, Matamua, Kurandrani, Spate and Aiden Tua. That backline, has Stephen Larkham put a bit of heat on him during the week and in the lead up to this? Everyone's been saying that premiership window, but what have you made of Bernie's comments about he wants a bit more flow, a bit more pizzazz from the backline?
Well, I think the backline would be excited to hear those comments coming from Stephen himself, how he played the game. There's been a transition in the Brumbies play over a few years. When Jake White came in, they played a pretty boring style of footy, but it was effective. It got them to the finals. I think last year they relied far too much on the strength of their maul, and because every time they got down that end of the field, they kicked the corner, about 70% of the time they came away with a try to David Pocock through a maul. I think they've got to start going away from that, and the backs start having to, no, we're not going to maul this, we want to crack here, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a backline have the confidence to say, no, give us the ball, it's our turn to have a go here. So players hearing those comments from a coach, that'll excite them.
What are your predictions for the season and for the Hurricanes this weekend?
Well, again, the Hurricanes, they lost last year's competition. Although the Highlanders won, it was the Hurricanes to lose. They were the form team throughout the whole season. Home semi, home final, and they blew it. So they've lost a lot of good players overseas. Conrad Smith, Ma Nonu, but they've still got exciting players like Milner Scudder, Sevilla, the Sevilla brothers, that is. So they're going to be probably one of the favourites in the New Zealand Conference. I just think the Brumbies, as I said, they're my favourites. Look at that side on paper. They've got Wallabies in key positions, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. They've got an Argentinian halfback at 9, 10. Like, they've got really, really good players all throughout the park. And when you've got a guy like Jared Butler on the bench, you're doing okay. He's been one of their best and most consistent for 2 seasons now. I'm really excited that the Brums can have a crack and win this thing.
And what about can you just pronounce for me their reserve prop for the Brumbies? Give it a crack.
That's Leslie Lalua Lalili Macon. Big Les, as he used to be known down in Canberra, but he's gone back to his traditional family name, and it's a commentator's nightmare. But good on you, Leslie Lalua Alili Macon.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing him and the Brumbies in 2016.